If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified of more movie-related videos. Thank you. What's going on, guys? It's that guy with movies back here again, and today's video is going to be another Best Buy hunting video. There's been a couple of newer releases, nothing too major though, like all the major stuff has, already come out on Blu-ray and 4K and that already. But there has been a couple of newer releases that I have not yet shown you guys. There's Trolls World Tour. That one came out on 4K Blu-ray. I believe there's a 3D version of that one as well, and the DVD. And then I think also Scoop was the brand new release. That one came out on 4K Blu-ray and DVD. Surprisingly enough, there was no 3D of it, even though there was a 3D transfer that exists of it. But they didn't decide to do a 3D version of the movie. But yeah, that one came out. Trolls World Tour came out, and I believe that is about it, besides, some of, the more, boutique labels, like Criterion and Arrow and that, and, the catalog stuff that Paramount and Warner Brothers usually releases. But for right now, we're going to go to Best Buy, we'll check out those two movies, and we'll see what else they have. Alright guys, I'm just gonna show you a quick look at what came out here. So, I don't think I showed Trolls yet, but, excuse me, Trolls World Tour came out here. That one had a 4K, this one's just a regular Blu-ray, and I'm pretty sure it had a 3D release, though I'm not seeing it here. But they also have, the prerequisites double pack that they always have to have, and then there's the DVD right there, but I don't know, not interested in picking it up because I haven't seen the first one or that one. And then also Scoop, looks like it came out. This is the newest release, I think. And yeah, this wasn't very good at all. I'm not really a huge Scooby-Doo fan anyways, but I decided to watch it when it came out on digital, and yeah, it wasn't very good. But they have the 4K of that here and the Blu-ray, and then they also have the the DVD of it as well. And other than that, I don't see anything else that came out. It's all pretty much older stuff, so I'll just go home and I'll show you guys what I picked up here. Alright guys, back home from my little shopping adventure there. I didn't really do too much. I went to Walmart as well, but once again, there wasn't really anything special to show. Like I showed in Best Buy, the only two things that, the two main things that came out were Trolls World Tour and Scoob as well, but I didn't pick up either of those ones because, like I said, Trolls World Tour, I haven't seen the first one, plus I kind of have no interest in watching those movies anyways, so I didn't pick up that one, and then I also didn't pick up Scoob either because I didn't really care for the movie anyways, but it's there. I just wanted to show you guys that it did come out on, 4K, Blu-ray, and DVD and that. And then when I went to Walmart, once again, kind of the same selection. But I think the only other thing they had there was Capone with Tom Hardy. That also came out. But other than that, pretty much nothing. Besides, like I said, Scoob and Trolls. But I didn't pick up anything at Walmart. But I did pick up some stuff at Best Buy. Plus, I got something else I want to show you guys at the end. But right now, I've got 2 Blu-rays and 2 4Ks to show you guys that I picked up at Best Buy. So without further ado, let's get started with these pickups. So I think I'll start with the 4Ks first. So the first 4K I picked up, actually a lot of these were pretty cheap. I know they probably don't seem cheap to you guys, but to me, they're cheaper because, of course, in Canada, they're more expensive. So I just thought I'd pick these up because they were on sale. First one here I do already have on Blu-ray, but I wanted to upgrade it to 4K, and that is Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, you're probably wondering, you buy all the Marvel movies on 4K, why did you pick up Far From Home on Blu-ray? Well, because with this particular release here, I heard pretty, not so good things about this release and the Atmos audio on here, and I'll also talk to you guys about, I guess, the sound in that, and some of these were actually really good, but Spider-Man Far From Home here, yeah, it looked kind of the same as the Blu-ray, just, a little bit more clear, but the sound quality, yeah, I could see where people were coming from with, saying the Atmos was really disappointing, because it was for me. This should have been a really loud movie, but unfortunately, not really. It was just kind of meh, like mediocre. I remember it being really loud in the theater when I saw it last summer. But, yeah, like, I was just really disappointed with the Atmos on here, and I actually thought the audio track on the Blu-ray was probably 10 times better, even though, you know, you don't get the Atmos and anything like that. But the slipcover, though, I don't know about this slipcover. Like, it's okay looking. You can tell it's really Photoshopped. Like, this Mysterio there kind of looks out of place. But you can kind of tell this is Photoshopped. But if you take a look at the back here, that's pretty much what it looks like. There is, like, kind of no back cover besides that. And it's only when you take off the slipcover that it's pretty much what it looks like on the Blu-ray there. But, yeah, Far From Home, really good movie. I really enjoyed it. Is it my favorite Spider-Man movie, though? Not necessarily, but it was still a really fun and enjoyable movie. And I really like how the MCU has done, like, kind of these palate cleansers after, you know, the depressing Infinity War and the depressing Endgame. And, you know, like, after you got Infinity War, then you got Ant-Man and the Wasp, which is kind of like a really nice, fun, entertaining palate cleanser. And then after Endgame, you get Far From Home here, which was, once again, kind of the same. A nice, fun, entertaining palate cleanser. And, yeah, just a really fun, entertaining movie, even though I did like Homecoming a little bit better than that one. So there's that. I just decided to upgrade this one to 4K. It was $20, and yeah, unfortunately, not really very good for audio there. And the next 4K that I picked up is actually the last 4K that I grabbed, and that is The House with a Clock in Its Walls. This is one I've been wanting to get for a while to add to my 4K collection, or even my Blu-ray collection, but the reason why I picked the 4K up at this one was I think actually the 4K was cheaper than the Blu-ray. It was $18, but which, like I said at the beginning, you guys might think that it's a pretty expensive price, but to me, because stuff is expensive in Canada, because, you know, you get your 4Ks for like $30 or $35. This one, however, it is a 2-year-old movie, so it is, you know, cheaper now, $18. And I actually saw First Man there, which was a fellow Universal title. That was only $13, but unfortunately I didn't pick that one up because I didn't really care for the movie anyways. But The House with a Clock in Its Walls, I found this one to be a really fun and entertaining movie, and especially surprising coming from Eli Roth. You know, if you think of Eli Roth, you think of him doing like Cabin Fever or Hostel or something like that. You don't really think of him, you know, doing these kind of movies, like these kind of PG, kind of family-friendly fantasy movies. Like, this doesn't really seem like a movie that he would do, but, you know, alas, I guess he did it. So, yeah, House with a Clock in Its Walls, a really fun and entertaining movie. I'm actually kind of starting to warm up to Jack Black now. I actually think he's a pretty good comedic talent. Especially, you know, when he was in Jumanji, he was the highlight of Welcome to the Jungle, and, you know, he was also equally as funny in The Next Level as well, and he was also pretty good in this movie as well. But I'm not going to open up the case here because I did not enter the code yet to redeem the digital version, so I will have to do that when I'm done this video. But House with the Clock in Its Walls is a really fun and entertaining movie that I think, you know, the parents will like, the kids will like, and I think everybody will, you know, pretty much enjoy. So that is The House with the Clock in Its Walls. And apparently, I think when it was released in theaters in IMAX, you could actually see like a 3D version of Michael Jackson's Thriller, which is actually really cool. So kind of wish they, you know, they would put that on the, you know, the home media release, or like the 4K or the Blu-ray or whatever. But it was in 3D. Obviously, not a whole lot of people, like, no, you know, no 3D technology is sold anymore. But, yeah, that's kind of a bummer that never got released on any, you know, home video formats, the Michael Jackson's Thriller, but obviously stuff with copyright and everything. But that's it for the 4K, so now we will get on to the 2 Blu-rays that I picked up. And the first one here was, how much was this? $20, so it was around the same price as Far From Home, and that is Midway. I finally decided to pick Midway up here. And, oh yeah, House with the Clock in Its Walls with the audio, nothing really too special with that one there. It's Atmos, it's pretty good, but I don't know, nothing to write home about. But Midway here, if there's any movie that you would want to pick up, like current movie that you want for, you know, really great audio, then I would definitely recommend Midway here. It is a really loud movie, and I can't imagine what the US release was like with the Atmos audio. I'd imagine it was probably, you know, house shaking, you know, audio track there. But yeah, Midway, just also a really good audio track on here as well. Unfortunately, no Atmos on the Canadian release. It's just a DTS HD Master Audio, how much? Yeah, 5.1. And also the same with the 4K of this movie as well. But yeah, with this movie here, it wasn't bad. Like, I would probably recommend it just kind of as a rainy day kind of watch. Obviously, there's a lot better war movies out there. You know, you can watch like Hacksaw Ridge or Saving Private Ryan or Letters from Iwo Jima or something like that. There's a lot better war movies out there, but this one, it's more kind of just a popcorn entertainment kind of movie. And yeah, you can kind of tell that it is because it is a Roland Emmerich movie. He's the same guy that did Independence Day and 2012 and that. So you kind of, you know, like you get what you pay for when you go into one of his movies. But Midway here, it was an entertaining movie. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't like amazing either. It's just kind of like, you know, like a 6 or a 6.5, I'd say. But also a really nice little slipcover here. It's like kind of shiny, as you can see right there. But once again, not going to open it because the digital code is in there. I haven't redeemed it yet. But you also get a pretty good cast in here. You get, is it Ed Skrein? Ed Skrein. He was in Deadpool as, you know, Francis or Ajax. Patrick Wilson, Luke Evans, Aaron Eckhart, Nick Jonas, Mandy Moore, Dennis Quaid, Woody Harrelson. I think the guy from Alita is in here as well. Darren Criss, who was in the American Crime Story, the assassination of Johnny Versace. He was in that one, and I think he actually won one of the, what was it, an Emmy for it, I think. Or I think it was either an Emmy or a Golden Globe. But yeah, really good cast in here. But yeah, Midway, not too bad of a movie. Recommend it for kind of a rainy, like, Sunday watch, and also a really good audio track on there as well. And the last movie I have to show you guys is Ip Man 4, the finale. I did finally pick this one up because, okay, here we go. Because as you guys saw in that last, or if you guys might have saw in that flea market video that I did where I finally went back to the flea market, I did pick up Ip Man 2 and Ip Man 3. There we go. I did pick up Ip Man 2 and Ip Man 3 on DVD at the flea market. They were super cheap, so I decided to pick them up because Ip Man 2 was a really good movie, but Ip Man 3 I've not seen yet. I'll just put those back there. And yeah, I decided to pick up Ip Man 4 here, and this is the only one of those that I have on Blu-ray. I do not own the first Ip Man yet, but I will have to get that one soon. But Ip Man 4 here, you know, I have not seen yet, so I can't really talk about it too much, and neither have I seen Ip Man 3 either. But Atmos audio on here, pretty dang good. That's all I gotta say about it. I watched one of the fight scenes in this one. I think it was near the end, like an hour 20 into the movie, and the bass was powerful enough because I keep my PSVR headset on top of the subwoofer, and one of the hits that one of the guys took in here was powerful enough. The bass was so powerful that my PSVR headset actually fell off the subwoofer. I've never had that happen to me before, but it happened with this movie. So if you guys want a really good Atmos soundtrack, I definitely recommend watching this one. Nice punchy bass in here, and also some pretty good use of the overheads as well. But yeah, once again, like I said, haven't seen it yet, so can't really say too much about it. They did have the 4K release of that one as well at Best Buy. I think it was like 27 bucks. This one was actually only 13, which is a really good price for how old is this? I know it came out from last year, but I can't really remember if it came out last year on Blu-ray or if it came out this year. But yeah, 13 bucks for this movie is really cheap and a really good deal, especially for how great these movies are. So I definitely recommend checking, you know, these ones out if you like these kind of martial art movies, or if you want a really good Atmos soundtrack as well. But that is about it for what I picked up at Best Buy. So those 4 things right there. And now I'll show you guys one more thing that I did get off of Amazon. It is a Funko Pop, so I decided to save this one till last. And this is Funko Pop Movies number 563 here, and that is Alita, the Berserker Body. I wanted this one. It was 10 bucks, so I decided to pick it up. And one thing about these Funko Pops is that I'm not going to collect like each and every Funko Pop. Like, I'm not going to make sure I have all of those in my collection. They're mostly just to kind of line up my shelves right there, just on top in front of the movies I have displayed, and that's pretty much about it. So I'm not going to have like a million of these in my collection. But yeah, like, they are kind of neat. I know they're not for everybody, but I'm kind of warming up to them now. The thrift stores have kind of hit a dry spell lately in terms of movies. I haven't really been picking too much up there. But they do have a lot of pops there that I've noticed when I go and look around, like at the toys and everything. They do actually have a lot of Funko Pops, surprisingly enough, and some I've actually found in the box as well. But I really like this one. Like I said, I got this off Amazon. I didn't get this one thrifting or anything. But Alita Battle Angel here, Alita Berserker body. This is her other body that she gets, like, I think, like, later on in the movie. But there's actually a few more that you can get there. So you can get, like, her regular body that she has at the start of the movie. Then you can get the one that I have. And then you can get the rollerball body. So yeah, really kind of cool little pop here that I will display on one of my shelves. Like I said, I'm not going to, hardcore collect Funko Pops or anything. I'm just getting them just to line the shelves up on top, just so they don't look so bare, because actually on the other side of my room there, I do have the other shelf, the one that has like the Hulk and Thanos, if you've seen my collection video. On top, there's just a really, ugly looking blank space there, but that I couldn't really fit anything on there. So why not get some Funkos to kind of just fill that dead space on top of the shelf there. But Alita Berserker body here, I really kind of like that Funko Pop. It's actually kind of cool. But like I said, I'm not hardcore collecting Funkos or anything. I'm still, my main thing is still, movies and everything. But it's just Funkos, you'll probably see them in pickup videos if, like, there's really nothing at thrift stores or anything. And if I decide to, like, get some. But anyway, though, guys, that is about it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed some of these, pickups and seeing what was brand new. So I got 4 movies there, 2 4Ks and 2 Blu-rays, and 1 Funko Pop that I ordered off of Amazon. So anyway, though, guys, that is about it for this video. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. Instagram and Twitter links will be in the description down below if you want to follow me on there. Also, be sure to check out my IMDb profile page. The link for that will also be down below in the description of this video as well, to check out what I've been watching recently. Also, if you're new to my channel, or if you're already subscribed, be sure to click the bell to be notified of future videos. A new video every Tuesday and Friday. So anyway, though, guys, that is about it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time.